Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into a truly incredible story. It's about a single act of kindness that, believe it or not, leads to a shipwreck, a 7-day struggle for survival in the open ocean, and then a miraculous treasure-filled rescue. This is the story of Sanka, from the ancient Sanka Brahmanat Jataka, and it shows us the unbelievable power of generosity. It all starts with this one thought: this field of merit has come to one who desires merit. This was the idea that sparked a miracle. It belongs to our main character, a man named Sanka, and this simple realization would completely change the course of his life. So let's find out who he was. All right, first things first, let's meet our hero. His name was Sanka. He was a wealthy Brahmin, which is a member of the learned, priestly class, and he lived in this bustling, prosperous city called Malininagar. Now, Sanka wasn't just wealthy. He was something else entirely. He dedicated his entire life to giving. You see, for him, the whole point of having money wasn't to keep it, but to use it as a tool to help anyone and everyone in need. And the scale of his charity was just staggering. This wasn't just some occasional donation. He had built an entire system of compassion. He ran 6 different almshouses and donated a massive amount of money every single day just to make sure that the poor, travelers, and anyone who needed help got it. But here's the thing, when you give on that kind of scale, it creates a problem. His charity was so vast that it was actually starting to drain his huge fortune. Sanka had to face a pretty tough reality. He might have to stop his life's work. So, what did he do? He decided to act. He planned this dangerous sea voyage, not to get rich for himself, but to refill his funds so he could keep his charity going. His motivation was completely 100% for other people. Okay, this brings us to the next part of the story, and this is where things get really interesting. As Sanka is heading to the port, a chance encounter happens that becomes a huge test of his character. So picture this. The sun is just beating down, turning the sand and gravel on the path into something like hot coals. And walking across it is a Pakekabuddha, a self-enlightened being. Seeing one was considered this incredibly rare and special opportunity to do a good deed. In that moment, Sanka didn't just see someone in need. He saw this profound chance to really live his values. And his thought process was guided by this really powerful analogy. He thought, a farmer who sees a perfect, fertile field but doesn't plant anything, well, he doesn't really want a harvest, does he? In the same way, a person who sees a perfect chance to do a good deed but does nothing, well, they don't truly want merit. For Sanka, walking away just wasn't an option. So what did he do? Without even a second's hesitation, he walks right up to the holy man, takes off his own shoes, and offers them to him, along with the umbrella that was shielding him from that brutal sun. It was just this immediate, selfless act of pure compassion. Feeling this amazing sense of peace and joy from his good deed, Sanka gets on his ship and sets sail. But his journey, well, it was about to take a terrifying and dramatic turn that nobody saw coming. They were deep in the ocean, the middle of nowhere. The shore was just a distant memory. And then, the unthinkable happened. Absolute chaos. The ship's planks just gave way and water started flooding in. While everyone else was panicking, crying, praying, Sanka stayed calm. He stayed focused, getting ready for what he knew he had to do next. He and his servant climbed to the highest point of the mast and just leaped, launching themselves away from the sinking wreck. For a full week, 7 days, they fought against the currents, the exhaustion, and whatever was lurking in the deep, powered only by their will to live. Just when all hope seemed lost, right when their strength was failing, something miraculous happened, an event that directly connected Sanka's past actions to his present desperate situation. All of a sudden, a divine being, the goddess Manimakala, who is the guardian of the seas, just appeared right in front of him. She offered him celestial food and promised she would grant any wish he had. But Sanka, even in his exhaustion, was just puzzled. He needed to understand, why him? Of all the people who get lost at sea, why was he the one being saved? He asked the goddess directly, "What did I do to deserve this? Why are you here?" And the goddess's answer was so direct, so profound. She told him his survival, this divine rescue, it was all the direct results of that one simple act of kindness, giving his shoes and umbrella to the holy man before he ever even set sail. The reward wasn't just survival. The goddess created this magnificent ship made of pure jewels, filled it to the brim with treasure, and sent him and his servant safely home. The reward perfectly mirrored his original reason for the journey, to get wealth so he could give it away.
So, what's the big takeaway from Sangha's incredible journey? From prosperity to disaster to this miraculous rescue? Well, it's a lesson that is just as powerful and relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. This whole story is a perfect illustration of a concept called Dana Barami, which you can translate as the perfection of generosity. It's this practice of giving from a place of pure compassion, with zero thought about getting a reward or recognition for it. But Sangha's journey is like a masterclass in so many virtues. Beyond his incredible generosity, look at his unwavering energy, swimming for 7 straight days. We see his steadfast patience, just enduring unimaginable hardship without losing hope. And of course, his sheer determination to survive against all odds. And this really gets to the heart of the story. We can never truly know the full impact of our actions. A small, selfless act, something that might feel totally insignificant at the time, can create these positive ripples that we could never, ever foresee.
Thank you for joining us for this explainer. As a final thought, inspired by Sangha's incredible story, let's just remember that our own small acts of kindness have a power way beyond what we can measure. We wish you well. May you all be happy.